Hello, hello. Welcome to Trendy Thursday. Let's head on over. Come on, Facebook. Gosh. Did I break it? I might have broken it. Okay. Well, it looks like Facebook is not going to work for me. For some reason, it keeps, yeah, we're having trouble streaming to your destination. The RTM server UL or stream key is incorrect. Okay, so what happened? It looks like, oh, there we go. All right. Are we friends again? Are we friends again? Okay, hold on. Let's see. Okay, because I had it on. Oh my gosh. Okay, Facebook. You don't make any sense to me. Whatever. Facebook is friends now. Okay. Hi. Hi, Gina. It's good to see you. Okay, so we're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We are good. Okay, so good morning. I don't have a plan for today because instead of planning Trendy Thursday, I took a shower. So sorry about that. Well, not really sorry because I feel like you would have been able to smell me through the screen if I did not. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right, let's see. Well, there's a few things we can talk about right now. Okay, so a few weeks ago, I was watching Amanda Dunbar's live for her, like, she finds keywords for you on Tuesdays in she has a school now instead of Facebook. And one of the things that I found of hers, good morning, was, where is it? You got to understand, it's a giant list. Okay. Dragon puppets. And I was like, that sounds really fun. And then another one that I saw was Adopt a Goose. And I thought that was really fun too. And Insect Anatomy Worksheet. So one of those things we are going to create. I don't know which one yet though. So give me a second. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's good to see you. I have to check the Facebook because it's been a little rude lately this morning. Okay, we're good. Good morning. Okay, so Tori sees me on Facebook, which means it does exist. Okay, so I'll put this over here and I'll put that. Well, I can put this over here actually. Okay, so a few things that I want. Okay, so there were things I wanted to talk about because I love Teacher Appreciation Week because we get this fun TPT sale, but I feel like we didn't really get much variety in the clip art that came out this week. However, Barefoot and Bilingual, who's one of my favorites, she came out with a whole bunch that I love. So let's just hop over to Teachers Pay Teachers and look, and I'll talk to you about things. It's really dark in here because it's so stormy. And I was thinking this morning when I got up, I was like, oh, it's cloudy. I could wash my car. But it's also like thundering and lightning. And I was like, okay, okay, maybe not. Maybe I won't wash my car today. But I love washing my car. So that's one thing about me. A popular one I sell from a template I got from an old membership is clothespin puppets. I just need to figure out how to create other ones to keep that momentum going. So that's what I was thinking that this would be, was either like a clothespin one or like a finger puppet. I'm not sure how to do it though. Like, I'm not sure how to do it. So we'll find something. We'll find something. It'll be fine. Yeah. So I was thinking, I'm going to write that down because that's what I was thinking in my head. And I don't want to forget that that was what I was thinking in my head because I feel like I'm going to see things and change my mind. What the heck is this? Oh my gosh, get out of here. Something was on top of my Post-it note pile, and I can't live like that. The rain will wash your car. Exactly. Exactly. I've been, man, I've been really, I don't like when I can see the dirt on my car. I don't like that. And it's a silver car, so I very rarely can see the dirt on my car. But I can see it on the back window. Clothespin puppet. Um, but lately I've been parking. Um, Facebook brought me to YouTube. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, okay. I see. I see. So like, okay, okay. That is weird. That is weird. Huh. Well, anyway, so I don't like when I can see the dirt on my car, right? And we're talking about this. The back window is black, and that is where I most frequently see the dirt on my car. And I don't like it. I don't like it. So I will frequently wash my car before it needs to be washed, just because I could see the dirt. And when it rains, it like the dirt from the road splashes up on the back of my car. So even right after I clean my car, if it's been rainy, then it gets dirt, and I don't makes me stabby. So, all right. I don't like it. I don't like dirt on my car. Anyway, so in other news, I'm just talking so everybody can get in because I know I started a few minutes later. Or maybe I just clicked on YouTube. I'm getting old now. Well, you're commenting on YouTube, so um, in other news, my dog, Anchovy, she had a few days where she didn't want to sit up here with me, and I discovered it was because I moved it was not me. Someone moved that pillow that she's laying on right now. This this pillow right here. Someone moved that off of her giant dog bed, and so she was too uncomfortable to be in my room and in my office anymore. But I put the pillow back, and now we're friends again. Now she wants to spend time with me. So she can't sleep somewhere where the pillow is in the wrong place. So I just feel like, welcome to my life, AJ. Welcome to my life. Okay. So, all right. I think that's enough chit chat. So let's head over to Teachers Pay Teachers. Uh, there, Teachers Pay Teachers. There we go. All right, so the teacher appreciation sale is still going on. Make sure you use this thank you 26 so that you can get your extra, I think it's like 5%. And then like the actual like places have their own sales, which these are brand new. But like, they say like they're on sale, you see? Those are, yeah. So yeah. What I like to do when the sale comes is I like to go to the search bar and I just click on it and I go here and then I go to filters and I go to clip art and then I see if there's anything that I don't already have that I love. Like, I wonder if she put any new things in here. Who knows? Anyway, oh, this is on the wrong thing. Okay, there we go. And then I come over here to relevance and I change it to most recent. And then you can see new clip art that people are posting. But I like to look at this ferret bundle. That's hilarious. Ah, I like to, oh, that's pretty too. Okay. I like to go to price and go to free. So we'll see just what people are posting for free. I already grabbed this one. That's cute. Oh, I love that. 17,000. Yeah. So I just look at all these things and I'm like, what can I do? Like this is very clearly AI. But I like to look at the clip art from my favorite people and grab it if I don't already have it. Because sometimes these clip artists, they will, that's adorable, used crayons. Look how cute that is. Some of the, they'll like change this to not free anymore. Like this is a flash freebie. And then she'll probably make this into a paid product someday down the line. That's pretty common. But barefoot and bilingual. So I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to buy anything from Rainbow Sprinkle this year because I have her membership. So I don't need to get anything. But if I did not have her membership, I would definitely get Parts of Speech. And I would really, really want to look into this Fine Motor Summer. Although I have yeah, Barefoot and Bilingual. She has a whole bunch of these fine motor activity things, and I already have most of them. So that's what I've been using for my. Look at these, so cute. Oh my gosh, a little hammy. Um, but I have most of her like these fine motor clip art bundles, and I've been just mass producing all of my fine motor things. So I feel like since I have, she has a summer one too. Let me actually look. You can pardon the scroll. Hold on. Clip art bundle deals. No, not by bestseller. Where? Hold on. Activity clip art. There we go. And then you just go to most recent. She like this one I have that I'd probably use ahead of like this would be summer to me, I would imagine. And then here we go. So this one she has oh nope, not that one. uh hold on, we'll get there. Well, she has a summer one as well. So I feel like as someone who already has one and I have like that style already for my products, I probably wouldn't buy another one. But if I didn't already have that, this is a great way to get into that game because these are already done. Like most, she has a bunch that are already done. Like the bundles, that's what I'm trying to say. She already a lot of the bundles. Like if you look at the best sellers, a lot of them are already done, and since they're already done, they're a higher price tag, like $20, or like this one is $10.40, and like actually they're pretty decent. That's pretty decent. Let's be real. That's a great price. Um, but it might be harder to get into these ones compared to this one. This one's only where'd it go? $10 compared to 10.40. So I guess it's really it depends on what you like and what you like the look of. I already purchased all of these Barefoot and Bilingual, so I probably wouldn't purchase another one of Rainbow Sprinkle. But I am really obsessed with her clip art. Like they just look so good. These borders were a freebie that she just put out, and I love it. And she's got all these color by codes that she's coming out with, and I love those. Like, look at how cute it is. Oh. So this is actually something I'm working on this summer for my store, mostly for my kids, not for my store, but my kids really like doing the color by numbers. So I was gonna work on them for things that they're working on. So actually I was just talking about this with Gina. Like you can take these color by codes and you can do different things with them depending on like what um like standard you're going for. If you're looking for like uh working on learning the alphabet, you can do alphabet, beginning sounds. You can do like you could put these parts of speech in there, like you could put different nouns in there, you could put different like skip counting. Yes, I'm currently obsessed with color by code, says Gina. Yeah. So when you think about all the different ways that you can use it, it's very similar, I think, to write the room in the way that you can just take it and you can go to town. You can do so many different things with it. And like the same with both. Like you could put CVC words inside of winter things. So like if you have this winter color by code, you can add little CVC words into each of these and then they color it by the CVC word or like the word family if it's like like cab and whatever fat. I don't know the other. I'm not in the brain space right now to do that. But you could do like beginning sounds. You could even do like um place value. Like add some numbers and then the place value of the tens is 2, then you color it this color or whatever. Yeah, there's so many different things. There's so many different fun things that you could do with these, and I love that. And these ones they have 2 different levels, and I like that too. It's really fun. She has 12 different color by code themes as well as each theme has 2 levels. Yeah, which we're same. Early elementary and older students as well. So much value. Yes, and I just bought another. I just bought another thing. Hold on. My purchases. Um, this one. I just bought this one. Yep, that is not what I clicked on. A geometric, happy fun one. This one. Woo, let me have it. Yeah. Wait, I added this one so that people can. There, there's ideas. There's ideas floating around, and my daughter is really wanting to do these, and so I was like, okay, so she's going into 8th grade. Like, what kind of things can I do to help her with her brain? Okay. Okay. So yeah, all these fun ideas. I just like them. So what will we make today, friends? I don't know. Oh, and another thing, last thing is if you go over to your store, if your store is not 100% on sale for some reason, like if you're missing one, I'm missing this, but that's okay. Like if you posted a product this morning and it's not in the sale, you can go over here to your shop right there, your little shop image right here, and go to promotions and then go to throw a sale, and it will let you add it if you go right here and do edit, and then it will let you add your product. Okay. So let's think of something. Okay, so if you click on the search bar, let's talk about trends. So what I do with Trendy Thursday is I show you how to create something based on a keyword that we find. So we find a keyword and then you create something for it based on like a little framework that I have built for you called the build framework. So you're going to take that keyword and you're going to break it down, understand the outcomes, identify any core pages you need, limit the scope, and then design away, right? So if you click on the search bar, it'll drop down what people are searching for right now. Popular now, it says. So spring craft or poetry or Mother's Day craft. Mother's Day is this weekend. So like if you haven't posted your Mother's Day products, I highly recommend you do it today or tomorrow. And if you don't get it, it's fine, friends, because it'll pay you next year. And I think that that's a really important thing to remember is that like none of this is time sensitive other than like, I don't know, your own in your brain. Like, I forgot my water downstairs. Oh. Um, other than like in your brain, right? So it's okay. We can figure it out. Okay. What about can I use Canva Education for TPT book create? You cannot use Canva Education, the educators Canva, to create commercial use products. That is just meant for your own classroom. It doesn't come with a commercial license. And I would recommend talking to Canva about that. I'm not an expert on Canva, but I love Canva. So, but I don't use it to create products, and I don't have Canva Educator. But I know the Educator Canva does not come with a commercial license. All right. So if you find a keyword that you like, and you're thinking, oh, what should I make? Like, let's say I create preschool printables all the time. So something for a spring craft would be super easy for me. So part of my framework over here is to like break it down. If we look at spring craft, let's pretend that we're doing spring craft. What does this keyword tell me about the product that it should be? And it can be different for everyone. So the spring craft that I create is going to be different than the spring craft someone creates for high school or middle school or even like upper elementary school. Even 2nd grade would be different than preschool. So I create for preschool. And the type that it would most likely be like a printable. And then other info is that like it will be like you could do for a spring craft, you could do like a name craft, for example, editable. There's all these things that you can add into this. Um, and then what will this product help students or understand the outcome? So like what is this going to do for the students? What will this product help students or teachers do? So like if it's classroom decor, it will be like it'll help them make their classroom beautiful. This product is going to help students maybe work on fine motor skills or letter recognition in the spring, right? One more thing. Um, People are using AI to generate worksheets online through like Gemini and ChatGPT to create a book. Will TPT allow that? Technically, yes. TPT will allow you to create, anything on AI. However, people might not buy that if they look at it and see that it's clearly AI. Um, I would caution you to make sure that it is something that is helpful for teachers and it is something that is accurate and helpful for teachers and it's not like, I don't know. I I struggle with the idea of just using AI to create because you need to go through it yourself and make sure that it's accurate. You need to go through and make sure that there's no misspellings or anything. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so someone says, I also recommend disclosing that it's AI generated. Yeah, and I would really struggle with something like that. Um, I do know. Okay, so like if you go on Teachers Pay Teachers, and you go to like the most recent products. Now, if you look at the most popular products, right, they are not AI generated. These are built by teachers that do this beautiful work. Um, you're not going to see AI here. Um, However, if you go to like most recent, you're going to see a lot of AI. Um, like this is AI. You're going to see it a lot. And I think those super AI products, they just don't do as well. This one is very clearly AI. Um, they just don't do as well. So teachers, I wouldn't say that every teacher knows when it's a AI product, but they do kind of shy away from them and like these things. Yeah. Um, they do kind of shy away from it. At least a certain subsection of them they know and they're like, I don't like that. Um, I would say not everyone knows, so you could technically get away from with it, but I just I don't like the idea of it. I don't like the idea of it. For me personally, I'm not going to tell anyone how to live their lives. Look at how cute this is. Super cute, emotional. Yeah. But if you do use AI, just check it and don't just be like, I created this thing on AI and now I'm posting it like right now, right? All right. So let's get back to keywords. So this Springcraft, this product is going to help students like if we're doing the name craft and it's editable, then it could help students recognize letters and spell their name, for example. Now, this is obviously going to be different for like middle school or high school. Some of these crafts could just be for like um okay, we are still talking about it. All right. I know that with AI, you do not own it and you cannot claim copyright, says one person, which I agree with that. When you use AI, you should be disclosing if it's poor, If it's poor quality AI slop, people will pass on it. But if you take your time to go through and clean it up and make sure it's accurate and clean, yeah. AI generate, yeah, 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 yeah. Totally AI generated worksheets give me the ick. And like, I was talking with my husband about this actually recently because I was like, look at this AI. It's so AI. And he's like, how do you even know? And I was like, well, look at it. And he's like, okay. And like he doesn't get it because he's not using AI all the time like I am, and like I'm surrounded by AI we're in the internet world, like I'm surrounded by it all the time. He works a normal person job at like a normal person, like a building. He goes someplace and he goes to work. So he doesn't spend as much time with AI as I do. Just even just like going on like social media, you see AI everywhere. And I can always tell. I feel like not always, but I could tell very, very frequently. And I've been telling my children, like, look at this as AI because like look at this. Like the cups that have like the words on them, like you could tell because it's the same font in every single AI generated image. And like we talked about that. And me and my daughter, like, it's one of her favorite games is to go through and be like, is this AI? And we go through and we look at things and she's like, you can always tell because of the fingers. And it's like, well, they're getting better though. They're getting better at fingers. AI is getting better with hands a lot. So it's mostly like drawings that you can really tell now, for me at least. But and if you do, all right. So if you go to like, let's say like, I don't know, let's just write spring. Oops. Yeah, spring. And then you go to most recent, you're gonna see AI schlop like that. Um, they often have like different color, like yeah, like this. Like they have their title is like different colors and everything, and it's like, but it doesn't like make sense. Like this is rainbow, but then this is not. So like I can tell pretty frequently when it's like AI versus not AI. Like this is AI, this is AI. Like you see it everywhere. You see it everywhere. So I don't know. I guess we did. And because I think like I know my daughter has come home with I just wasn't anticipating making this an AI conversation, but that's okay. My daughter has come home before with like AI generated math worksheets, and the questions just didn't make sense. Like it was talking about like camping or something, and it was like how thick is the tent, and it was talking about the length, but it was saying the thickness of it. And when you think about a tent, you're not like, oh, I have like a 6 foot thick tent, like it just doesn't, like there's just little things like that that like you can just gloss over if you're just generating it on AI. And but when you try to use it in the classroom, it just doesn't make sense. And because of that, it'll like my kids are like, this doesn't make sense. And my youngest, he really struggles with if it doesn't make sense, like he can't wrap his brain around it. Like my oldest, like she's like, okay, they're obviously not talking about this in this way. Like the question would be like, what is the length? And then it didn't show you length, it just told you like the like depth of the tent. How much is the depth of the tent wall? And it's like, okay. They mean length, like she can figure out what that means, but my youngest, he's very literal, and he would not be able to do that independently. He would need someone to tell him, and he would need to figure that out because he's younger, like he's 9. So when you have something like that, like it just so that's my yeah. I look at AI as a tool for accessibility. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I agree. And I think AI has its place, and I think that you can use AI to create products. Absolutely. I use AI to give me ideas for, like, I just created these these awards that I posted, and I wasn't sure what to do with certain animals. I was like, can you make this an otter award or whatever? It wasn't otters, but it was something else. And I would get ideas from it, and then I would use my brain to finish, like, oh, otters, like otterific or something like that. And I was like, oh, it's just utterly amazing, you know? Uh, so, like, you just need to, like, brain it out sometimes. And sometimes AI just helps you without, like, avoid having like a blank page. And I think that that's, for me, the most useful of AI, because I'm not going to use it to create an end product. I use it to create clip art sometimes because that's really fun for me and I enjoy it. Uh, Girl, yes, we actually got some math worksheets that were clearly AI generated. The math was not mathing. Yeah, exactly. Um, and we have to check human work, so we should also be checking AI work since we are the ones training it. Exactly. 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 And that's just math. And math is like so obvious, like 2 plus 2 is always going to be 4. And if it's not, then there's an issue with it. But when you use it for things like English and ELA and or English as a second language, it's a slippery slope, I feel like, because it's not as cut and dry as math is, or science, like, or history. History is very, like, clear. Um, so just I would say check it and make sure. Check it and make sure. There we go. Okay. All right. So anyway. We got away from Clothespin Puppet, let me tell you. But that's okay. Man. Mhm. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, so what pages must you have for this, like, spring name craft that we're talking about? So we do the break it down, understand the income, the outcome, sorry. Identify the core pages. This is so that we're not, like, super creating products. Like, we're not creating a like a name craft that also has, like, math built in. And because you can always be like, oh, you know what would make this more useful is this, or, like, you know what would make this more useful is this extra thing. Like, we always can, like, pull in extra things, and then you end up with this massive product, right? And it's really hard to talk about big massive products like that um succinctly, right? So if you have this name craft, right? And it's like let's just look up spring name craft. There we have them. For example, let's talk about this guy right here. If you have this as your name craft, that's beautiful, right? That's lovely. That's all you need, right? But if you add other things like CVC words, that would be useful, but that's not a name craft anymore, right? Or if you add, like, place value, or you like all those things we were talking about in the beginning of the call, um, you can add that, but then it would muddy the waters of what the product is. And then when the person receives it, they'll be like, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do with all this. Like, I was just looking for a name craft. And then that's the problem with adding too many things, and that's why I always like to have you guys um, uh, think about what page you must have and try not to go outside of that, because you want to, this is an L, sorry, limit the scope, make the smallest product that fully answers everything above. So you want this preschool, printable name craft that's editable, and it's going to help your students recognize the letters of their name and be able to spell their name, because that is the first thing that they really learn about, like, letters is usually, like, the first letter of their name, or, like, their name. They learn those sounds and uh letters. What's phonics? They learn the phonics of it, the letter sounds, and the rules about letters with their name. The smallest possible product that fully answers it. Okay, so that's what you want to have. Um, And that's why I like to go through this with you guys. Um, but we're not doing that. We are going to do a clothespin. And I wonder, I have not looked if clothespin, clothespin crafts. Yeah. Maybe like a puppet. Yeah. Okay. So we could do, ooh, paper bag puppets. That's a good one too. So I was thinking about finger puppets, but shadow puppets are cool too. Okay. Or shadow puppets, not shadow, animal puppets. Sorry. So many fun ideas. So what I was thinking for this clothespin puppet was basically that you would just have like this clip art and then you would just kind of put a line through it. Now you can take it apart to make it better for your clip art. Let me go to Rainbow Scribble. Like your terms of use. Oops. Sign in. Sorry. I left my water downstairs. In my throat. So dry. I got a new water cup too. I got a new water bottle because I have a Stanley and it has like a straw, which is perfect for at home. But I wanted something for soccer that I didn't have to hold with two hands, because I don't like holding with two hands. I just don't like it. I don't like it. Is my internet working right now? Because it looks like it's not. Oh, yes, it is. Okay. It's like, okay. Yeah, okay. All right. So we can go to clip art. So what I was thinking for this would be something. Let's look at like faces, maybe. Like I want to have like a side face. I don't want to have like a maybe bear. So uh you can do things like this with them facing you. Like that's okay. I feel like it would just be better if we had like a side view of an animal. What is going on with this? Okay. Oh gosh. I don't like this. What is going on with Creative Fabrica? Bro, stop this. Oh, I'm gonna have to get rid of Creative Fabrica. That's sad. Oh, that's sad. What the heck is this? Okay. Anyway, side view dragon. Okay, maybe just dragon. Let's see. So something kind of more like, gosh, I didn't like that homepage. That something like this, but you want their mouth to kind of be closed. So something more like this, and you could like kind of turn it. I don't like that you're doing this to me. Just let me open it. You could turn this. I wouldn't use this one though because I don't like it. But something like this with their mouth right here. And you can like turn this image and like rotate it a little bit and then just put like a clip art, a line across it. And then they'd be able to open the mouth with the, I don't know that we're going to be able to do the clothespin puppet today because I don't know that it's going to work the way that I want. I'm offended. So we could also just take like a face, a normal face, and just like a normal face, and then just like open and close it. I wonder if that would work. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, so a spring animal would be like, oh, you know what we could do is we could do like a bee with a flower. So if you have like this May clip art, you could have a bee and a clip art and a like a flower. So I was thinking in my brain. Okay, you still see me okay, that's good. I was like, sorry everyone. You could do something like this with like the graduation cap and put it on the student. Oh, that'd be so fun. All right, so this is kind of what I'm thinking, and this is not gonna. Okay, so I just opened up a PowerPoint, and this is just what happens like as soon as you open it. As soon as you open it, you can go to blank presentation right here, and it will take you here. This gray spot over here, I like to call this the wings. And what I do is I right click on this and I add grids and guidelines, which this is the grid, the boxes inside right here. And then the guidelines go off the page. And then I also have the ruler up here. And then this is like the background, right? So I add that here. So there's a little checkbox. And then here is guides and grid lines. That's what I do. Now, we can change the size of this by going to, hold on. Okay. Oh, no, we're good. Okay. I was going to say, I think I might be in the way. Actually, I think I am in the way. So I'm going to put myself down here. There we go. Okay. So you go over here to view. I lied. Design. You're going to go to design. Sorry. I thought of it as soon as I said view. And then you're going to go to slide size right here. Do you see it right here? You go to slide size and then you go to custom slide size. And here you can change this to 8.5 and then hit tab and then 11. And it's going to assume that you mean inches no matter what you're doing. So you can like, that's what you can do for this. And I'm going to show you something really quick. So you press OK and it doesn't matter when there's nothing on the page. It doesn't matter which one you choose. So now we have a piece of paper size, right? So if you go to design and you go to slide size and you want to do like, let's say you want to make a cover image, those, they like them to be, what is it? 2000 pixels by 2000 pixels. You can add that here. So you can do 2000 px and then press tab and then 2000 px and then hit tab. And it's making it based on inches now for you, how long it would have to be 2000 pixels. So that's something you can do as well. It's always going to adjust it to inches. Okay. So now I just grab everything by holding my mouse and grabbing everything and then pressing delete. I don't know that we're going to be able to do clothespin puppets for this. I'll be honest, but maybe we can do something. Yeah, so I think the problem I have right now is I don't really have like a person I can put something on, you know, you know what I mean? Like I can't like, so I can show you like my idea and we can just kind of, you can use different clip art for it. So what I would do if I had like a person face, I would take a person face, which I don't have right here. So we're just going to pretend that this worm is a person, right? Or we can do another one too. Let's do another one like that's just the clip art. So let's say this could be our clip art. There's two things we can do with this. So if you have just one piece of clip art, you can just go over to insert and go to home. And then right here, you can click down and there's a line. Just do a line, just tap it. And then there you go. You have a line and then pull it up so that it's 0. And you can also make sure that the height is 0 up here under shape format. And then you just make it longer. And if it's not 0, you can just type 0 and then it will be flat. So then I go to shape outline, I make sure it's black. I go to shape outline again and I do the weight and I make sure it's like 3. Actually, I'd make this one bigger because it's going to be, I'd do like 6. And then I go to shape outline again and I do dashes and I just make some dashes. Dashes? Huh? Okay, so this isn't working the way I would like because this is also black. So I'd probably make this into like a lighter gray so they could see it. So that can be your little clothespin. Now, I would also recommend you know how big a clothespin is and you make it this right size. I have not done that here. So a clothespin is probably like, I would say maybe like 2 inches. Maybe 2 inches. So this whole thing is way too huge. So you can hit control and shift and make it a little bit smaller. There we go. And then you can put like one on each. Honestly, you could just take this the whole way and it'd be fine. And then you can just take this clip art and, put it. I would right click and send to back. Something like this. And grab this. So I grabbed all three. I hold the shift key and I grabbed all three. And then I'm going to hit Control D to duplicate and then just put it down here. So this is one way that you could do it. You could just put a line across and then they would cut this and they would paste it on each side of the clip art. And then they could like, I don't know, pull this little flower off or something. So we're going to pretend that this is a person's head right here. This little. And so this one, we're gonna crop it. We're gonna crop it and we're gonna pretend that this worm is a person. Which, in today's world, maybe, that is some people right now, I'm sad. So this is again about 2 inches. And then you can do something like add like a sombrero to them. Right? I would just match it up to their little noggin. And then you could just put them in two different things. So have this one be, one side and have this one be the other. And then they would put this on one and it would just be like this. It's really fun. So that is what I would do with this if I were to be creating these clothespin puppets with clip art. Now, I would look harder for clip art than as like a side view of something or like a front view of something. Like I didn't look very hard. Let's talk about that. I did not look very hard. So that is something that you could do, and then you could do like you could do like the Three Little Bears, or that's not what it is. Goldilocks and the Three Little Bears are they're not little. Goldilocks and the Three Bears, because just the one is little, so yeah. So if you did like Goldilocks and the Three Bears, it's not even what it is. I don't know. Anyway, sorry, I'm losing the plot. If you have like a fairy tale of some sort or a nursery rhyme, you can have like little pieces of it and have them be the different like puppets, and you could do that. Another thing that I kind of wanted to really do now because I don't like not having this idea or like not having a complete idea here. I would do like little like watches or like because we've done crowns. And I was just thinking about watches. I wonder, you take a piece of paper. I know. Sorry. Give me here. I have the wrist size of a small child. Yeah, you could take a piece of paper and do just sideways like this and make little watches with different characters and then have them like write things on it. So let's okay. Okay. We're gonna go into it. Ready? We're doing it. Okay. Um so the fill is gonna be white, the outline is black, but right click, format shape. If you go to line right here, there's shape options. You go to line and solid line, and then I like to make it like 3. 3 is like my happy place, right? And then this is about an inch tall. I feel like it should be bigger than that. Maybe like, no, like an inch and a half, like 1.5. And that seems too big, but that's okay. That's okay. So we have this is going to be our little watch. And what we can do with this is we can add like a shape here, right? So let's pretend. Ooh, I don't like how. Make it a little bit smaller. And I wish it was like rounded. I don't really like. I might do a different shape. So the fun thing is if you pick a shape and you don't love it, you can go to edit shape up here under shape format and you can just change the shape to a different thing. Like you can change it to like a circle. And then what I would do is I would just that's good. And then just click this and wait 3. And then what we can do, now you don't have to do this. You can keep this, you can duplicate this, and you can like have like 3 of them, or maybe 4 if you make this smaller. Anyway, what you can do is you can grab both pieces and then you can go to merge shapes up here, right where you were doing the edit shape, and you can hit union, and then you can make it like this, or you can keep it like this. So this is like one piece, whereas this that has like the definite like separation. I kind of like this though. This is cute. So I'll give you both. Let's duplicate this and just decide that we're going to only have this one. And what you can do is, oh, I would just do 3. You can make it like an alphabet watch or something. Like you could do A and then just make this bigger. A, and then make it like, you can make it into like a different font if you like different fonts. That's a cute one. KG Right Hands is just like a go-to for me. I would center this and then just put it like here and here. There we go. And then you can go over to where you did shape format. And if you don't have this open, you can right click and format background, and then it'll open this up. And then you just click on what you're working on. And it'll take you to this format shape. You go to text options, and then what I like to do is like, we can add a line of like 2 with this black, and then you can have the color, the text fill be white, and then it could be like a coloring sheet, you know? So you could do something like this, and then just make it like an alphabet thing. And if you had, for example, clip art, for each of these things, you could add them underneath. Like if you, we're going to pretend that these are like normal words that you would add for these letters. You can add a little cactus. We're just going to pretend. We're going to pretend that this is normal. You can add a little cactus, and then you can add the word underneath, go home, and then add a little text box. It says cactus. You can make it tiny. It's a little guy. And put it right there, for example. So you could do something like that, and then you could do like, I don't know, something. Like, that's good. Because that, I feel like that is the size of most small children's wrists. Yeah. 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 So you could do something like this. Now that's a fun idea. What do you think? You like it? Or you could do like a little Cinco de Mayo, you could do a cookie. Uh, then duplicate, put like cookie. Okay, so things like this. So you could do this for like letter of the week things, and then once they know their letter, they can get this little watch, and that's a fun idea. So yeah, that's what I have for you today. I did not even see these things. I'm sorry. That's brilliant. That would be so cute. Little cutout watches, like right? Like how cute would that be? I was like, what else can we do with this piece of paper? I'm thinking this would be cute for CVC words. Exactly. You put the CVC word and clip art of the CVC word. So for that, what you could do, again, this is not CVC clip art, but you could pretend that this is like a cat and this is like a hat. And then you could just put like at in the middle, right? Uh, uh, Okay, so those are my ideas for you today. I will get this up in the membership. I think I can give you the watches. I can't really give you anything else because everything else is clip art. But I can give you guys these shapes, and yeah. So and ideas. I give you guys lots of ideas. So watches. All right, it's a fun idea. I don't know. All right, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. Have a great rest of your day.